This Saturday of college football rolls on with a mid-afternoon feast. A Week 1 showdown with both teams hoping to start their season off on a high note. It's the Oregon State Beavers and the Houston Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Checking in with the Beavers head coach before the game. This is a great opportunity for his squad, bringing a group of 16 into a Big 12 opponent. The crowd is crazy, the teams are excited, but he wants his team to play one play at a time. He believes an upset is totally possible if his guys do their job and be the best version of themselves today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. What better way to spend a Saturday afternoon than this game that we have in store for you right here? Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Oregon State Beavers and the Houston Cougars. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
I caught up with the Oregon State head coach before the game, bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. So Houston's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Oregon State's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. This guy's just what you're looking for. Reliable, gutty, doesn't need the spotlight, but they will need production from him in this one. Off the play fake on first down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Caught behind the line. It's Nolan. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake. Slips a tackle. Going deep. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And you just cannot draw up the start of a season any better than that. Opening drive of the first game of the year and quick fire. You're down the field scoring 6. This offense is explosive.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Drake. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So Houston's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays, probably play a little bit deeper than normal, sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
The Cougars peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hughes. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Beckman. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the big play. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
And man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. And that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide open receiver.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback Keith. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Butler. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Pulls it in, it's Nolan. Goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line, and boy, did they need a little breathing room. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. To the ground. He's got it again. Hard running there. He had a whole host of defenders he had to dodge in the backfield.
That player is so lucky he did not put that football on the ground. What a tackle by that defender. Phenomenal individual effort getting that tackle for loss.
Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Let's talk for a second about Houston. You start the season, top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day 1, game 1. Make that first impression.
1st and 10. They'll run play action. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. Pocket breaking down. Hit as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play.
He smashes his way through again. Touchdown, Cougars. He would not be denied.
You become a really good football coach when you got guys like that you can hand it to. Look at him, break tackles and shows you the speed to run away from the defense. Jesse, he is an absolute nightmare.
That's a great point, David. You don't have to scheme this guy up perfectly, which means you don't have to have everybody accounted for blocking because he'll make them miss or he'll break tackles. And then you're right. Once you get into the open field, it's not just physical running, but how about the ability to hit the jets and take it the distance?
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Personal foul.
Man, I hope the kicker's okay after that penalty. You got to worry about protecting them when they're on that plant leg. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. We've had some early scores. They got the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Newberry. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
The Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Beavers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. In the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got the tight end. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where the quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people in the defense right now. They have no idea who's getting it next.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
And the Beavers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Finds the tight end. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Oregon State! And they take it in for 6 more points. Let's see. He can block, he can catch, he can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, make plays for the quarterback.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Tom.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
Unloads it downfield. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Wegman. Under fire. Finds his tight end. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Houston will be forced to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Here comes the Beaver offense, ready to go. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Off play action on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Nolan. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Hatcher. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for space. It's Hatcher. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the transfer. First carry. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Beavers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. Sweet cut there. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Could be an alley. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. The Beavers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Rushes on him. Finds a man on the left. There he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive.
Number 91, set to kick this one.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Butler. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Snowed under by the defense. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Murphy. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The run inside. It's McMillan. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it.
Fires toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Beavers!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. So an 82-yard drive there. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Running inside, it's Hughes. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. He's got 98 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Here's a heat. He's going to run it. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Hughes. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Before they snap the ball on 2nd down, timeout is called. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Bring in the heat. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Baylor taking on the Auburn Tigers. And it's the Bears looking to get the job done on the road. Right now it's early, but they lead this season opener. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Bringing things back to your game, one more refresher on how the first half went down. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
I caught up with the Houston head coach coming out of the locker room at the half. They are pretty excited about what they're seeing from their running back. As you know, he's a transfer. This is why they brought him in. And although he is performing very well, they still got work to do. Trailing in this game, they've got to be a little bit better at the line of scrimmage here to start the second half. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Makes a deep grab. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. We all love the quarterbacks with the big arms and the big throws, but getting that protection set properly is so huge.
And I think the quarterback just had so much confidence that he was going to be picked up. He didn't freak out. He was so poised, knowing that those big fellas up front, they had it all taken care of.
He's up to 107 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Going for it all. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Now on the option. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. We'll have a stoppage here as there is a Beaver down on the field. Ball's at the 26. It's third and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Right on the money. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Trying to move the chains, Houston comes to the line on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. He is stuffed on fourth down and stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll run the counter. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Nolan.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
They'll try the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
They feed him again. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. There's the pressure. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. The Beavers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hughes. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. He might want another play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Zings it complete to the right. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Looking for a crease. It's McMillan. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the 2nd half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Oh, it's always frustrating as a quarterback when you put it on the money and the guy drops it. But you know what you got to do? You got to build his confidence. Buddy, I'm coming back to you later. Just get your mind right. Get ready, because I know you can make that catch.
Off play action. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
To the air on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires toward the target. Complete in the middle. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
I love offenses that are willing to find matchups and take advantage of it. Like, use your running back in the middle of the field. You want to use a linebacker, so be it. He can beat it. This guy has really good speed, really good ball skills, and I like the way they're using him out of the backfield.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, we knew this defense was going to be physical in this game. How about that hit on the tight end after a nice gainer preventing him from getting the 1st down?
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Murphy. Fires to the big fella. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. pulls and fires complete. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
And with that pass right there, over 300.
First down here as we dive into the college football season, a Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Running the red zone, it's McMillan. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! Big 3 points to stretch the lead. We'll have a stoppage here as there is a Beaver down on the field. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. The defense able to hold them to a field goal on that last drive, and now this offense will try to answer, and they need a touchdown. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Hughes. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the 1st down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Trying to do it on the ground. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Pulls it on the option. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Back to pass, it's Wegman. Fires to the tight end.
You're going to have to design something a little bit better than that, fellas. I mean, you're throwing the football, you get 1 yard, and that was not an easy catch by him. Toe tapped, made sure he got his foot down, but I don't know if that was worth it for a 1-yard gain.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Going to the run, it's Hughes. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. We'll have a stoppage here as there is a Beaver down on the field. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Ida headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cougar!
The offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Extra point here will tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. Coming out with it, it's Butler. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Pulls it on the option. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Here comes the heat, and they got it. How about that play by the strong safety? Made sure his responsibility was covered, and then just went and made a play.
And sometimes it's freestyle, right? Sometimes coaches will get a little bit upset, but they don't get near as upset when I get the guy on the ground. They're okay with that, but I'm spinning down. I'm playing close to the line of scrimmage as a strong safety. I see the quarterback. I got to make sure if I do go to him, I better get that sucker, and I better wrap him up, and I better tackle him.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On third down, he drops to throw. The screen, he's got wheels. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And right there you're seeing why a lot of guys like to call draws and screens when it's third and long. The defense is thinking you're taking a shot deep down the field, but if you spin it out quickly to a wide receiver in the perimeter and you find a few blocks, he gets a crease, then he takes off with the speed, and you still find a way to not just get the first down, but generate an explosive play.
So now it's second and long. Running inside, it's McMillan, and they get him down. They love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on third down. It's 56 yards out from here. From the gun, wants to pass. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. The Beavers will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Using his legs, it's Hughes. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the first down. Houston going up tempo.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. To the air, it's Wegman. Gets it to the back. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And they fail to hook up on third down. Houston will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They're field this one in tight quarters. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And why would you not go back to it? I mean, he's caught everything thrown his way. He's been the focal point of this offense. They need a play late in the football game. They find him again. If I'm this defense, I got to make sure I'm doing everything I can to take him away.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. The holding penalty will make it 1st and 20. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McMillan. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Timeout Houston, their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Second down coming up. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Cougars are going to use their third and final timeout here. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. And the Beavers will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the ground, it's Hughes. On the move at the 30. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's moving out of the pocket. He's open on the right. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hughes. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Field is condensed. Not a lot of room to work with here on third and goal in overtime.
Great job by the wide receiver. The windows are so small in this area of the field. You saw him fight through the defender to make that catch on the TD.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. The run inside. It's Newberry. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
How about getting that big play on the ground here in OT? Great job up front by the offensive line. This has been a long, hard-fought, physical game, but these guys look like they could play for at least another couple of quarters.
Runs through the tackle. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
Man, you play the whole game. Now it's coming down to what? A couple of plays. It's in overtime. You're starting to move the ball closer to the opponent's end zone. Got to make a play. Got to protect the football. What's your go-to play after watching this whole game develop?
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Scanning the field, it's Murphy. He caught it!
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Third and goal, and they have to get it in the end zone here to have a chance. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeps looking downfield. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. 4th and goal for the game. Go straight ahead. Touchdown, Oregon State. They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
And he tacks on the extra point. Here in the 2nd overtime, they'll snap it on first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And as a quarterback, you know when you're throwing a corner route, the football is going to travel a long distance, so you've got to have great timing. You've got to get the ball out of your hands before the receivers come out of his break. You've also got to put a lot of air under the pass so the wide receiver can locate it. You can tell this quarterback has thrown a ton of these routes in practice.
Man, you play this whole game back and forth into overtime. Now you got a chance to set the tone, run the football in overtime, and be a little physical.
And if you can run the ball and not put it in jeopardy by throwing passes, that's a great way to finish the deal.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. Splits the uprights. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. The play action fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Hughes. Hard-hitting tackle.
really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal.
He got it in! Ball game! What a clutch blow as they win it in double overtime! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, David.
Free. Yeah, right. If you know Reese Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome. Back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. You got some free overtime play in that one.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.